Hi, I'm Tom Lever, also presenting on behalf of Tim Highfield and Crystal Abden. Early last year, we published Instagram visual social media cultures based on our collected research on these themes over the last 7 years. This is us when our book launched. Sadly, the three of us still haven't managed to be in the same place together since then. In our research, we outlined a logic of templatability that helps bring out what is distinct and recognizable about Instagram, what makes something Instagrammable, what renders an experience Insta-worthy. This is enacted through memorable and memorizable visual stylings, settings, and practices that can be replicated with relative ease. What templatability looks like on Instagram is shaped by different elements: affordances, algorithms, aesthetics, affect, attention, audiences, agency, and activism. We argue that this logic serves to both illustrate and limit what is distinctly Instagram. It demonstrates what successful content looks like on the platform, but also reinforces the recurring prominence of such content over discovering new or different contributions. Templatability can be seen in the strategies and styles employed or resisted by Instagram accounts representing interests as diverse as museums, pets, and fitness enthusiasts. However, the platform specificity of Instagram has changed dramatically over time, complicated by adapting what is distinct about other platforms as parent company Facebook attempts to make Instagram a single overarching visual space for content, commerce, and more. Head of Instagram Adam Mosseri noted earlier this year that Instagram's new focus was on creators, video, shopping, and messaging, and a push to be a general entertainment app driven by algorithms and videos, very different from its photo sharing origins. The changing context of 2020 and 2021 have particularly complicated this. The introduction of Reels, Instagram's TikTok equivalent, has fostered creative expression by Instagram users while also reframing what is identifiably Instagram content, just as Stories did when it was first introduced. The circulation of content across platforms also demonstrates how, regardless of any platform specificity in the eyes of any single account, content travels and gets reformatted for the particular contexts and vernaculars of different spaces. The social media ecosystem, then, is constantly in flux, shaped by what is and what is not possible on given platforms, but also how users work around this. We argue that understanding the logics of how platforms like Instagram are used and are understood to work is both critical in examining their own specificity, but also the broader digital media context. Furthermore, understanding the logics underpinning how platforms operate has been critical to the success of abusive actors and the spread of conspiracy theories, misinformation, and disinformation. On platforms like Instagram, the familiar and successful becomes weaponized, exploiting an understanding of the logics of templatability of how Instagram works to potentially harmful ends. What we want to highlight then is how the idea of platform specificity is shaped by what is unique about other rival platforms too, and by global, political, social, cultural, and economic events. When we ask what makes Instagram Instagram, for instance, we need to also critically think about which Instagram, for whom we are considering here, and how this plays into what is happening across digital media and broader contexts. And you're all caught up. Thanks.